Hello, 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 Capricorns. Welcome, welcome. For those of you that are brand new, welcome. I appreciate it. And those people that are returning, I appreciate you even more because you keep returning. I appreciate that big time. And also, hopefully, it helps you in some way or another that you enjoy this. For those that are brand new, my name is Patti. We're going to do some intuitive tarot, but it's divine driven. You will see my tarot is just a little bit different than most. But this is a general reading, so some of it may resonate with you. I say some because usually there's something in a reading. If you're here and you're going through something, something will come up and usually help you in some way or another. And if it doesn't, it wasn't meant for you for today. Doesn't mean it might be for somebody else that might pop into your head. So please share that if that is something that you would like to do. Always welcome to share. And if you hit the like, I would greatly appreciate it, only because all these YouTube channels that you watch, and if you don't like, even if you've watched all the way through, it really doesn't help the creator in their process of being shared. So if you like it, then it gets shared more and more and more. So we appreciate that very, very much when you especially hit the likes or subscribes. We appreciate that very much, but we also love that you share because that's what life is about. It doesn't end with us. It ends through us. All right, so let's get started, guys. This is for the week of the 23rd through the 29th. We are at the end of the month. Can you believe it? Wow, crazy, crazy. Well, I don't even know where this summer went. But I did enjoy last weekend, and I did post a little video, very funny because I really suck at editing yet. But it's also to help you think about ways that you refuel. So we went for a drive up into the mountains. We went to a lake one day, and then we went to a place called Enchanted Forest. You can Google that, definitely in Oregon. However, this place has a lot of trees. Now, the last time I went, there wasn't as many people. It was easier to absorb those energies from the trees, but it is amazing. And so I took some footage there for you to see the trees, also to see some of the unique things at this theme park. It's a storybook theme park. You think, but it is a good place for even adults to just go and walk because it's in the hills. Let me tell you, you get your walk in, and it's up and down and all around and up like this. So my knee got a workout big time, probably too much. So go and watch that, enjoy it, and I also shared something that is sad, but it's necessary sometimes for cleansing our nature. All right. Anyway, go watch it and you'll see what I mean. Okay, so your first card out. A lot of people, tarot readers do past, present, future. I do divine card first for those of you that are brand new. If you're going through something, a struggle, a trial, a tribulation, or you're having a question, you feel on the fence about something, you're unsure about something, hopefully this is divine's message to you and helps you in that process. So the first card for divine is Endless Possibilities. And it is also the number 2 in numerology. Definitely, she's got her eye chakra open there, her and possibly her crown chakra. Definitely, there's endless possibilities here. Very, very beautiful, and there's probably more of the second dimensional. But whatever it is that you're facing doing, please go to dimension, go to the second dimension for your answers. Tarot is a tool. It is not really for your answers. It might give you a message, a download, a tip, that kind of a thing. However, divine is where your answers lie. So let's go ahead and read what 38 the artist has about their book. Because this is not one, this is a new deck for me, so this is not one that I have come across in this deck. So let's see what the author has to say. So you look at the world through the lens of your life experiences, personality, and conditioning. The filter determines whether you believe in an abundant universe of endless possibilities or various degrees of limitation and finite range of options. When your expectations, unconscious or otherwise, are based on lack, it's difficult to see what is truly available to you. Today, ask yourself what you believe. Are there limitless potential outcomes to align your energy with? Do you know intuitively that there is more to this life than meets the eye, and you are willing to act on that knowledge? As you believe, so will it be for you. As your energy will attract its match in the outer world, conditions meet expectations. Either your world remains the way it is in various forms, yet essentially unchanging, or you become more. Everything shifts as you open yourself up to a greater version of you and more meaningful life, discovering opportunities that better reflect your true self. This is the nature of your dynamic relationship with the divine. This is huge because this is your core foundation. This is your core beliefs. This is core everything. Okay. I'm sure he'll definitely, and the number 2 is about bringing things together, bringing balance together, bringing people together, bringing something together. It could be person, could be energies. It could be you bringing yourself and your energies together into calm and peace and joy and that kind of a thing, and absolute truth and love. Definitely. We have the current energies for this week, the 23rd through the 29th, as to be movement and the number 10. Okay, so something is definitely coming to completion. Something is coming to a movement forward, because for those of you that know me, you already know this. However, for you new people, definitely when I read the Divine's card, which, people say they're past, why go to the past when we already know what the past is? We want to, that's where our broken foundation is. We want a new core foundation. That's what this is sort of talking about. But we also want to look at that. And if you look at the future and you look at that energy, where that is, you look at those cards, those 2 cards, they're usually the same. The numerology is the same. I don't make this up. I'm not a magician. I can't pull the cards so that they do this. This is just how it happens, and it happens time and time and time and time and time and time again. Because if we allow these endless possibilities to open up, okay, which is the number 2, then we have coming to life. And what is coming to life? Holding light. Okay, and that is the number 2. So you can poo-poo it, or you can bring it together and make things happen for your life. It's not manifesting. It's actually believing in the universe, believing in divine, believing in a creator, believing in Holy Spirit, believing in God, and whatever it is that you call it, or I call him sometimes. Oops, do I have these backwards? Oops, my bad. That kind of a thing. But it is bringing something and coming to life, because my family started out as Catholic. Then we went to Baptist. Then I went to Japan and read the Bible through and through. That was the first time I sat there and I really read the Bible through and through, through and through and through. And that's when I really began my relationship with divine, because, there is more to that than meets the eye. We cannot explain all the miracles. We cannot explain how things happen. We cannot, there's endless possibilities because our mind is too limited. But we can keep moving towards more things and coming to life, because you have to understand that everything that we should be guided and pushed through is through the second dimension, not this earth, not by what people say, not by, unfortunately, like what's happening now. Everybody's being pushed into this vaccine, whether they like it or not. They're being pushed. That's not the way the divine works. That's not the way that divine and your life works, and these endless possibilities happen. They bring you thoughts and processes and tidbits of information and a hunch through your intuition, and a knowing through your intuition and your whole chakra system. Definitely want to do that. All right. Okay, so we're going to see what divine is talking about through this movement. This movement is this week. We are definitely moving somewhere. This is a new deck for me, for those people that do watch me. I love it. I love it, love it. I would love more decks like this. It's a steampunk deck. They're a little tiny, but I love the deck itself. Anyway, so we have the Wheel of Fortune, definitely. So when we have endless possibilities and coming to life, because we have 2 number 2s, actually, I don't like that. Don't do that. I never put anything before divine, never, because divine comes first. So the Wheel of Fortune is your way of deciding which way you want to move. Okay, which way do you want to go? Because you have choices in which way you want to go. So this is definitely your choice. Definitely about give and take. definitely about something from the past coming to the future. And I do believe that when we have our past, and for example, if somebody has come into our life and they're in our life, definitely they want to be there. It could be like an old friend, old lover, or whatever, but then they leave. Then you have to question and ask why they left and what is the purpose for that. Is that season of your life done and over? Did you learn all the lessons from that person? Did you help that person learn their lessons of whatever? Because everything comes in seasons. And Patty's like, they were saying, Patty, what do you mean by seasons? Well, they come and go. Nothing really lasts for a lifetime. Your family sometimes even doesn't last for a lifetime. So, things don't last for a lifetime. It's very, very few things that come and last for a lifetime. And that's between you and divine of what that is. However, we do have the Six of Cups and the Ten of Swords. That could mean that either a friendship just boom ended, or relationship boom ended, season is done, season is over. It's time to move on. Definitely time to move on. Because when we have the 10, that means something is ending, something is beginning. So when I look at that and I see, okay, that is choice. And these life possibilities are choices that we have. Ten of Swords means something's getting cut off. And here's the thing about divine. If it's unhealthy for you and you keep doing it, and you don't cut it off, and he's sitting there like, are they going to do it, or am I going to have to do it? And he really doesn't want to do it. This is a choice. This is freedom of choice. So he's like, okay, well, they're not going to do it, so cut it off. Bye. Not going to see you. I'm not going to see you no more. Bye. Or maybe they just ghost you. Maybe they just leave, and you never know what happened. It's easier if you end it than divine, because sometimes you'll be left hanging with all these questions. So we have the King of Pentacles right after that. So there might be definitely somebody's holding you back for your career, your purpose, your calling. And I really think it has to do with a decision if you are going to keep moving from your head, which is earth and really be on the first dimensional plane where everything you can see, feel, touch, and where that's where your mind is going to lie, or if you're going to fall where the spirit lies, because the Hierophant is about spirit. Hierophant is about a higher self, about bringing yourself to a higher self. The Hierophant is also the card of 2021. Did you know that? Yeah, so it's a spiritual awakening time for somebody. They definitely are paying attention to all those coincidences that have happened in your life. And one of those funny things about those coincidences, because that's movement, there's their destiny movements, is paying attention to those. So I'm wondering what it is in your life that you're actually having something keep happening over and over again, or something that is coming together. Like one thing comes and then the next thing come on top. It's sort of like when I owned my business, I didn't want to own it, but divine said, this is what I need for you. This is what I want for you. And so I did it. But then I didn't have the money or anything. But as soon as I surrendered and said okay to divine, then he actually put the business plan person in place. Then he put the money in place, and then he put the building in place. And then the customers just overflowed. That's what I'm talking about. That's a destiny kind of thing. Okay. But that is more spiritual. You have to pay attention to these endless possibilities, because then you see life coming together in a very different way rather than an earthly way. All right. We have the Eight of Swords. Somebody is just way, way into their head. This is truly, truly into their head. Okay. And like, that's it. I've already downloaded for the next card. Sorry. But this is somebody too much in their head, or this is somebody that is more of a negative thinker, somebody who's thinking from the past, again, worrying about what has ended and wants to stay there, or it's something that has happened in their past and they keep dwelling on it. It's sort of like they're not letting go of that, which is holding them back. Because you have the Hierophant on one side, the Spirit on one side, you have the Eight of Swords, and then you have the Tower on the other side. Okay, that is huge. That's huge, because she is facing the Tower. She's facing change. She's facing new opportunities, endless possibilities, but her mindset has to change. I say her because it's a feminine in the picture. Could be male. Okay. But the thing is, she has to trust the Hierophant. And that's where her movement has to go. Okay. Actually, I should put this on this side, because that's where her spirit has to go. Her movement has to go towards the Hierophant. The thing about the Tower card is, that's your challenge card, is that there is change coming. Somebody's fighting it. They don't want it. They want to stay stuck. They want to stay where they're at. But you know what? I hate to tell you this, change is inevitable. And whether it's change to the good or not, this is you who bring it to life. Wow, the downloads I'm getting. So what that means is you can bring the coming to life in your future to be very positive, very high vibrational, very spiritually growing to a higher self, or you can actually keep it in the toilet and keep it dysfunctional and keep it low vibrational and keep it spiraling down. Again, your first card out is the Wheel of Fortune. It's the Wheel of Fortune. It's your call. It's your call. Free will. And I'm telling you, that's the Hierophant twice. That is also the Hierophant in the very first card, your Divine's card. That is the Hierophant 3 times. When we see something 3 times, we need to pay attention to that. It's also the number 4. The Hierophant is the number 4. This is about stability. This is about growing yourself where you're going to have balance. This is when I teach in Get Balanced 2020, we teach about mind, spirit, and body. These things have to come in balance, or you're off somewhere. If you think from your head too much, then you're in earth and you're overthinking a lot of things, or you can't move from a low vibration to a high vibration. A lot of times you can move from a high vibration to a low vibration. The thing is, you're throwing yourself off. But the Hierophant, if you get on the spiritual plane of believing and trusting and having faith, you begin to allow your mind, spirit, and body to meld together and to balance out. I don't know if I'm losing somebody there, but I don't know how to explain things sometimes, just because of the way that my head thinks. Yeah, somebody's in a crossroad, definitely in a crossroad. Somebody's really struggling with moving on. Somebody's struggling with letting go. Somebody's struggling with change. But you got the Hero. You got the Tower. This is gonna change for good. When you make a decision, it's really hard when you're sitting on the middle of the fence, because it's gonna hurt your craw. After a little while, you got to be sitting on one side of the fence or the other. Now, do you have to stay on that side? No, you don't. If I want to go on the low vibrational end and Divine says, I want you to go this way, and you decide, I'm going this way. Well, and that's more low vibrational. Well, it doesn't mean that you can't stop and start over again and go. You just have to start from today, because there definitely is an offering. You have the Ace of Pentacles. There is a gate to go through. All right. Ooh, excuse me. Yeah, definitely movement. 10, 15, 17, 8, definitely 8, 6. Definitely, okay. 1. Yeah. So you have the star here in the center as well. You have the 6 of Swords, which is again about movement, moving forward, moving on, either going to or going from something. But you have the Knight of Swords moving towards it. So something is coming to you, but you need to move towards it. And the only way that you can move towards it is to have faith in Divine, have faith in Spirit. And you know what? A lot of the times we think, well, yeah, but you told me to move towards it and it was sucked. Well, because there's a lesson in that for you. Sometimes we repeat lessons over and over and over again because we're not getting it. We're just not getting it. All right. All right. Divine, is there anything else? I mean, I could be beating a dead horse. Divine, can I have a little bit of clarification on this 6 of Cups? Because this is a person from the past. What I'd like to know is this a person of, like friendship, or is this a lover? What is this? So we have the Hermit, the Page of Wands, somebody that is more of the not immature, younger, but also too they could be more of a earthly mind, more of a immature, like not very grown in their spiritual walk. What is really great about this person, they're pretty much an introvert. They stay to themselves. They like to analyze things, kind of thing. They're very serious, almost a Virgo energy here. Definitely the Hermit's Virgo energy. But we have the Page of Wands, somebody that is, possibly a student or studious, that a creative side, has a really creative side, possibly. And then we have the Ten of Pentacles. So there was a really, really good time with this person. It could have been somebody from your work. It could have been somebody from school. It could have been somebody from the past that maybe it just ended. Could be if you're going to school and you're in a, what do you call that? You moved away to go to school, that school has ended and now you have to separate. Doesn't mean that it's a bad thing. It's just that something ended and separated. And then you have to sort of look at the King of Pentacles, because we have the next card after it ended, the King of Pentacles. So it could be work. Definitely. But there is a push-pull. There is a very conflict energy with this person. All right. I don't know who that is there. However, there is some choices that are going to have to be made. These are your two important cards here in your reading. Your choice is yours, and it's up to you, because it's going to either change your world or turn it upside down. Not in a bad way. You just have to release those negative, low vibrational energies. Okay. And allow those positive, high vibrational light energies in, so that it brings forth the endless possibilities of light in you and through your chakras, and not those low vibrational energies. Because let me tell you, as soon as something good is coming your way, you're going to have those low vibrational energies on your heels trying to get it, or make you not get it. One of those two. All right, so I'm going to do a little bit of love and relationships here and see what's going on. Because this person of your past could have been anybody from school, could have been for work, it could have been friends, it could have been a lover. But again, it ended. Let it go. Let it go. Hierophant is trying to show you, definitely. 3 times we have the Hierophant here. So definitely something very spiritual he's trying to show you. Okay, somebody's fighting it though. All right. Yeah, definitely. Somebody wants to stay in control. Thank you. The reason why I said that is because the Horse King is about assistance and control, and as soon as I read control, somebody says, yeah, they want to stay in control. Sometimes when we release the control and allow Divine to do his thing, then we have endless possibilities. How many times have you had, like, for example, if you were looking for a job, hypothetically looking for a job, can't find one, and then all of a sudden you have a whole bunch of offers, or there's a whole bunch of jobs. See, again, that is divine testing to see where you're at. You have the free will of mind on your choices. I don't know who that was for. Anyway, the Horse King. This is about love and relationships. This is the number 6. This is about assistance and control. This is about somebody's peaceful harmony and balance in their relationship. Definitely, you got to be really, really careful on this, because sometimes we can help too much, and we can enable somebody in a low vibrational way, which not intending to do that. We can also help somebody too much, and then the thing is they won't learn the lesson, and then they'll have to repeat this. So don't help somebody too much. Just be available to them. Step back and say, if you need my help, let me know. Or if you want to talk about it, let me know. If they want to talk about it, or if they need the help, they'll let you know. Okay, because they're trying to figure things out. Okay, because unfortunately, nothing will come of this situation, is what the moon says, because the balancing and the harmony is off. This is not for everybody, but the thing is, when you ask Divine, he's not going to fool around. He's going to tell you what you want to know. So I think the thing is with this relationship here is release the control and see what happens. Allow yourself to step back, be available, not unable, and see where it goes from there, because the way it's going right now, nothing is going to happen with it, or it's going to go stale, or it's gradually going to end, in a not a good situation. And not a good situation, meaning breaking up, because we got the number 2 in here as well. 2 brings things together. The other thing is we have the Tower. So there is definitely a lesson in this relationship. The lesson is to bring balance back, to release the reins. If you look at him, he's not holding the horse. He's letting the horse do his thing to make sure, but the horse is there doing his thing. But he still has somewhat, not control, but he is there to help if he needs to. Okay. But the horse has been trained to do that. I know horses like no tomorrow, but the horse has been trained to do that. So he had to have a little bit of control to help him, but then he released that control. It's like, okay, now you can just show a hand, just like seals and porpoises and all that kind of stuff. They learn how to do that, but all they do is like raise a hand and the horse does, or the animal does it, and they don't do that anymore. They release control to see if the horse will do it. The horse doesn't have to do it. Doesn't have to do it. And I'll tell you, a lot of times there's no fear in training horses. Some people, bad people, yeah, there is. But the thing is, but we also, thank you, we also teach people how we want to be treated. If you let somebody control, if somebody tries to control, then you're teaching them that it's okay to be controlled. So we teach people how we want to be treated. So those are 2 big key elements for this person here, this relationship here, is that one, release control, and how do you really want to be treated? So you tell them, you teach them how you want to be treated. Don't talk to me that way. Don't cuss at me like that. Nope, don't want that kind of in my ear, in my psyche, in my mind. Don't want that kind of a thing. Because if you don't set standards and boundaries, then it will, you have to set standards and boundaries and not enable codependency kind of a thing. Don't want to be codependent on somebody either, latching on to them, needing them all the time, because that will drive somebody nuts. But some people do that, and some people like that because it's a low vibrational and they stay stuck. They stay stuck. All right. Woo, what a reading. Definitely want to go back and review this one because it is a big one. It is a lot about divine energies. It is a lot about moving forward with divine and not earthly, not humanly. Definitely, definitely. This is a process. This is something about letting go and allowing our control to be released, because when something ends, we want to just take control of it again and again and again. It's like, no, I got to have it. I got to have it. I got to hold on to it. I got to hold on to it. And that's not really what's happening here. That's not what he wants you to do. He wants you to release, surrender, so he can take control and help guide you along the way that you're supposed to be, your destiny, the way that you're supposed to be. Okay. Now, don't forget tonight, we've got Jupiter and Saturn we can see from our eyes. I will have my binoculars out. Definitely, there's a video down here below so I can tell you where and how to do that tonight. 19th and 20th, you'll be out both nights. So if it's cloudy tonight where you are, hopefully tomorrow it won't be, and you'll get to see Jupiter and Saturn. Jupiter is going to be super big or super bright, and then Saturn will be bright, but you're going to have to look for it, and I tell you how to do that. Also, too, tomorrow full moon reading at noon, I believe. I think it's at noon. Yeah, at noon. And we're going to talk about the full moon, and the full moon's in Aquarius. So is Jupiter and Saturn. Lots of energies going on up there. And then don't forget to watch any of the other videos. But mostly, please like. Hit the like button, smash it. It really helps channels. And not only mine, but anybody you watch, please hit the like button. Because if you're watching it whole, that's what helps their channels the most in all reality. Otherwise, go ahead and hit the subscribe button. And you'll know when I'm on if you hit the bell when I'm on live. So I hope you enjoyed this. Now, this may have resonated with you. If somebody popped into your minds like, oh, this sounds like for so-and-so, show them, share it, all right? Don't forget to walk in absolute love and absolute truth. And we're going to see you on the 30th. I cannot believe we're at the end of August. I cannot believe it. It's just crazy. Been a crazy, crazy summer. So I love you guys. Take care and be safe. And don't forget to walk in absolute truth. Bye-bye.